Hello, gorgeous Leos. How are you guys doing? Welcome to your weekly reading with me. I am going to dive into it. So we're just going to start off with the sound bowl. If you want to skip ahead to your messages, then feel free to do so. But for those of you who do want to get grounded with me, then feel free to take a deep breath in. Okay, my angels. Now, when I do that, I do try to tune into some like random messages that could be confirmation for some people out there. And the first thing I saw was a letter A. Then I heard Anna, but A in general. So hello, Anna, if that resonates with someone out there. What else did I see? I saw there was something specific. I also saw like a compass. So I wonder if there's like a radius of some kind if you're looking for homes or a job. Like I'm just seeing like a radius or a compass. Maybe you're an architect. I don't know what you do, but I was just seeing that. And then what else was it? I think I heard it, not saw it, so I don't remember. If it comes up, I'll let you know. But anyway, let's dive into your reading, my angels. Let's see what's going on for Leos, my gorgeous Leos out there. Can I get a card out for the next week for them? You have a message in a bottle. So number one, this can be communication coming your way. So pay attention to whatever that might be for you. This is also a really good sign that Spirit is also giving you messages, right? I always say pick up the call. Spirit is trying to guide you, trying to give you some messages here. So if you see more signs, synchronicities, billboards that say exactly what you need to hear, songs that come on the radio, these are all signs from Spirit. So it's not a coinky dink, trust me. It's trying to guide you in some way, but what over? I don't know yet. So let's see what other cards come through for that. Okay, we have healing heartbreak. Okay, my heart will love again. That's an affirmation for some of you. And transforming tragedy. So what the heck have you guys been through? Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Ooh, that feels heavy. So this is an area of the message in a bottle, right? So this could be pertaining to what or who you might be hearing back from, or what Spirit's trying to guide you in that area. Let's see what else. For Leos, let me know what you think about the circle, by the way. And if you prefer the square. You blossoming abundance. Well, hello. Number 3 coming through. So could be an important number for you. But let's see what this is about. So blossoming abundance, of course, is really about like, I'm hearing eternal wealth. But of course it comes from within. You can't see no money here. Why? Because blessing abundance is not just to do with your material wealth. It also is about what you have around you and what you're connected to. So in some cases, this is about being connected to nature, right? There is an abundance coming through for you, and you're blossoming too. And first quarter moon in Aquarius says trust the universe. All right, so a blossoming abundance with trust the universe. So a lot of this is about Spirit trying to guide you through whatever you're going through. Now, for some of you, I do feel like some of you are going through a hard time, and that all of this is like really sweet reminders from Spirit. Okay, so let's see what they're saying about this. Okay, let's dive into your tarot. Okay, Spirit. Transforming tragedy. Trust. Let's see. What's going on, please, for Leos? What's the energy of this week? Okay, that's quite good, right? You have the Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be walking away from an offer, but I pick up mainly the opposite. I think you're walking away from something to go towards something better. I'm going to clarify that though first straight away. The Eight of Pentacles being on the bottom of the deck as well feels quite good, because whatever it is, it means that your finances are going to be getting better because of the work that you're putting into something. Why is the Eight of Cups here? What's the Eight of Cups about? The World. So yeah, definitely leaving things behind that don't serve you emotionally, so you can have a fresh new chapter, new you even as well. Let's just quickly cover her chest. The Ace of Pentacles with the Hermit. King of Swords. That's interesting. That means to me, this is not really an opportunity as much as a strategy that you seem to be creating for yourself, most likely, right? It's an idea from spirit, right? It's a place you're being guided to go because the Hermit is here, right? Interesting. Some of you may have had like a goal in mind for a while of something that you really wanted to do, most likely pertaining to career and finances, right? Or your stability. It could be a home, for example. However it relates to you, you have an idea. Why? Well, the Hermit, I feel like this is something that's been guiding you for a while, because the Hermit has a star in his lantern, right? So you're being led by your dream or a goal, and also hope is guiding you there. King of Swords about strategy and using logic, and the Hermit is also about reflection and introspection. So both of these together seem to be pushing you towards this Ace of Pentacles. Whatever that is to you, we'll find out. But it definitely feels like you need to let go of some things that are holding you down or preventing you from moving towards this, okay? Eight of Cups, walking away from things that just don't serve you emotionally so that you can have this Ace of Pentacles, this new stable beginning. I'm gonna close them like that. Then let's see your energy here. The energy of Leo during this week, please. Thank you. The Nine of Wands. You guys are a bit of a wounded warrior this week, which I did see. Good news is you're a strong individual, right? Because even though you've been through a battle, you're not backing down. Like, you're ready to keep fighting, which I like that because you're strong, right? Let's see what else. Nine of Wands in Leo's energy, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. That's an interesting one. Why do I feel for some of you, you're kind of sick of time wasters? And I don't know if it could be career, it could be friends, whatever it is. I'll keep it general for you. But some of you are really getting kind of sick about time wasters because I'm seeing you as a Queen of Swords. I think you're getting very, very strong with your boundaries. I feel like pointing a finger at people. I wonder. But I think this is coming from a power play from you. What am I sensing with this? The Queen of Swords has been through a lot of heartbreak and definitely tragedy too, right? Her heart is completely clouded, but her head is very clear. So this is how you guys are showing up. The Knight of Wands doesn't so much feel like you. I think it's someone or something that you're holding a boundary to. Because she's like, but I feel like you're more pointing a finger. There's a bit of blame going on here. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Magician. What am I picking up about this being a time waster? The Chariot. The Ace of Wands. Now, for those that resonates with someone wasting your time, the Magician, the Chariot, I just feel like this is somebody who might be just bouncing around a little bit. You know, this could be someone who's hurt you already, who could be coming back in, by the way. Or again, you've been through a lot and you're just a bit sick of people who are just not giving you serious energy. The Magician, when it's with this kind of energy that I'm picking up on, it of course could be someone who has an act on, right? The Chariot could mean that someone might be moving, for example, or from a long distance, so they just want some fun or just don't really want anything serious, and I think that you have your guard up against this. Now, that's just very specific for someone. Now, for others of you, I was feeling like maybe there was an offer that you might be rejecting. Let's see, why are you in the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords as Leo. Again, some of you in terms of love, I think you're not wanting it right now. You're healing and you know that. I know that you know that there is still some things that you need to address in terms of your heart space. So I feel like you again are not wanting time wasters. So yeah, I think that we got that message, right? Queen of Swords again, needing to focus on heartbreak and healing, spending some time alone. Two of Cups reverse, right, is like a lack of a soulmate, or again a connection that is no more, that you're clearly healing from. So I feel like for some, now if that's to do with someone else around you, you could also be rejecting this energy that's coming in too of, you know, feeling like you need to be more ambitious, or you need to get things going, you need to get a move on, right? You need to do all these things. You could really be rejecting that because you're like, I need to heal, which is interesting. Maybe you're split between two minds here. You're in a battle here about this. Do I place boundaries here and focus on my healing, or should I jump back into things again and get my move on? Very specific. Let me know if that's aligning, but let's carry on with the rest of the cards here. I do feel like you're in two minds. Let's see. Okay, what is the energy of Leo in the near future, in the weeks coming? Okay, I love that. Freaking really love that. Look at that. Blossoming abundance, Queen of Pentacles coming through. Trust the universe. You are going to be in a much more stable position, especially in terms of finances and career, or just being on the throne here, right? She's got a lot of material wealth and abundance around her, so she's in a very stable position. I keep feeling this tempting offer that I just feel like you're walking away from that. You don't want it. It keeps coming up though. So I don't know if that's a person. I have no idea. I might try to clarify that if it keeps coming up. But anyways, as for you, I said in a few weeks. So this is you in a few weeks, not that long before you reach this position of feeling very grounded, very stable, and very abundant, right? Feeling like you've got enough. Let's clarify this though. I'm going to clarify that snake in a minute. Right. Why is the Queen of Pentacles Leo's energy in the near future? Two of Wands, you feel more, I love that. You feel much more open and ready for the future, which I like that a lot, right? Two of Wands about expansion, growth, thinking about your next steps. So this is a really good sign. Seven of Wands with that trust the universe. There's going to be a lot on your plate, but I think that this is fine, right? Seven of Wands is like filling up against the odds, but it always says the odds are in your favor despite how things look. So even though you might be busy, you might have a lot on your plate, this is a good sign that you have everything in order. So can I say, what is this snake holding the coin, and what is this significance around this thing I keep seeing about an offer that they are rejecting? Same vibes, right? The Queen of Pentacles is there again. You guys are really focusing on yourself, and I just wonder if whatever this offer is that's coming away, you're like, maybe this is why the Seven of Wands is, because you keep rejecting this thing because you want other things. Four of Swords is like, I'm focusing on my healing, right? I don't want an offer. So it could be love. What is the Ace of Pentacles? Can I know? Six of Swords. Again, I just feel like you're just moving forward, right? It could be a new home, right? Six of Swords usually is relocating or travel. That could be what the offer is, but I just get the sense that this is you like wanting to focus on new things. So let's dive into the rest of your cards then. Okay, what's went on in the recent past, just so I know what you guys have come from. The Sun. And did you see the Devil try to jump through? Now the Sun is great, right? The Sun is like happiness or joy. Let's see what this is about. Why is this? It's also about clarity too. And the Tower card being here is not easy. Why is the Sun here? Four of Cups. In recent past. Nine of Cups. So the Sun and the Nine of Cups are about wish fulfillment. But Four of Cups is interesting because it's, I mean, both of these have their arms folded. Four of Cups to me is like wanting more but not wanting to do more kind of vibe, right? Not wanting to change this comfort that you're in. So it's representing a comfort zone. So what's this tragedy then? Or was that something from a while back? Some of you, this is like a tragedy in terms of like, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it feels like maybe some news around finances or stability. Some emotional news around that. Okay, well, this is kind of saying you were in your own bubble and you quite enjoyed that in the recent past. Okay, let's see what your challenges are during this week for Leo. Knight of Pentacles. So going on a bit of a journey. Other challenge for Leo during this week. Six of Wands. I like that a lot. And the Page of Pentacles. So the Knight and the Page are very, very similar, right? It's about progress being made in terms of career, finances, stability, right? inner work. It's just about progress, both of them. So I'm going to have to clarify that for you. But Six of Wands is also success. So when we have good cards in a challenge position, it just means that there's some hard work up ahead, but it's going to be very rewarding for you. Why is the Knight of Pentacles a challenge? I'm hearing like a sticky situation, but it doesn't feel bad. Like what I'm seeing is like, how can I translate what I'm seeing? What I'm kind of basically seeing is like something's not a straight road. That's basically what I'm seeing. Now, Queen of Wands, that's also good. Having confidence in your moves, High Priestess, especially because the universe is backing you up. Follow your intuition and trust in your steps, right? You're moving towards a blossoming abundance. Look at all these pentacles. Knight, Page, Queen. You're currently at the Knight and the Page. The Queen is in your future, which is amazing. It represents a lot of growth. Okay, so trust in the universe here. Okay, and Page of Pentacles challenge. 8 of Cups. So it is kind of starting off with leaving behind things that don't serve you. Maybe, sometimes I see this as like, okay, sometimes you gotta leave the phone behind so you can focus on your growth, for example. Sometimes you just gotta leave things behind that just are not making you very happy. Okay, so you can focus on more grounded things that are actually gonna help you in the long term. Okay. So definitely need some walking away in order to walk towards something much more solid. And the 6 of Wands being a challenge. Queen and 6 of Wands are both kind of about gaining recognition. So I wonder if that's a challenge for you. 6 and a 6. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. There is forward movement. I think it's an energy of moving on. It's a challenge. And I do see a lot of success ahead of you. But again, what you're walking away from is of course heartbreak and pain, right? 8 of Swords could be around a mother figure. It doesn't have to be though. It's like this feeling of feeling trapped, right? The Empress is usually about flow and abundance. So again, some of you have a hard relationship with that. But you're moving towards it, right? So maybe that's where it's hard to trust that. To move towards it, right? To let go of some conflict or defeat. So you can move towards much better things. Okay. A lot of this reading feels like reassurance, right? That everything's going to be okay. What is the advice for Leo during this week? 9 of Pentacles, lots of pentacles, focusing on your own wealth and well-being, right? This is financial freedom, but also it's about enjoying your own space and not needing to rush. Take your time. Okay, what else? Advice? Okay. Yeah, I get a lot about love, relationships is the area that you're really blocked off to, for sure. Like, she doesn't even want to look. Okay. It's like overwhelming and scary. I think that's mainly the thing here. All right, let's see. Why is the 9 of Pentacles in advice? King of Pentacles. So I just feel like this is really working on your foundation, right? That's really what I'll say about that. And the 7 of Cups, why is this advice? Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is all about curiosity and understanding your triggers, right? Especially with the 7 of Cups being there in a Temperance. Spirit wants you to look at it. Spirit wants you to look at your feelings when it comes down to most likely relationships. For those who I'm speaking to, do you know why it's so easy to be happy alone? Because you don't have to kind of think about anyone else. Oh my God, I hit my light. You don't have to think about anything else, right? You can be happy. You don't need to compromise. You don't need to balance anything. So I think you'll have a hard time in relationships when it comes down to that, right? Where am I giving too much of myself and over extending myself and someone's not doing it? It's a lot of questions, a lot of work to do. But Temperance, they want you to focus on your feelings, okay? They really want you to address your emotions here to balance them. Just like this angel's doing here. Because not all of these feelings are bad. One more. Why is this the advice? 7 of Wands. Because you've been avoiding it. That's all I'm saying here. And it will just keep getting a lot of pressure for you if you're not addressing your feelings, okay? Anything else around this that you need to know for advice? 10 of Pentacles. I think it will help you with in terms of your relationship to yourself, but also in terms of actually having that future, because Nine of Pentacles is all about you. 10 of Pentacles is about you and others around you, right? So I feel like you have you under wraps in order to expand that, which most likely you're going to want to, right? To get to the 10, it is about family, it's about loyalty, it's about people, it's about community, it's about everything else. So that's what I'm picking up there. It's like this needs to be unblocked so you really, really can have the blossoming abundance here, which is interesting how it links. Let's look at then the energy of your near future for Leos. Okay, I love that. Strategy for sure. 3 of Pentacles, building a foundation, building a plan, working with others. King of Swords, the vision. All right, strategy, logic, the plan. Let's clarify that though. Right, please. All right, why is the 3 of Pentacles the energy of the near future? 8 of Wands, this tells me whatever you end up planning on or doing in the near future, whatever you're working on or building, this looks very good for you. It's the right direction for you. And the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands. So chasing some dreams, some goals, expanding something, right? Learning things as you go. More for the King of Swords. The Moon. Why is the Moon there? I think in a lot of ways it's about clarity. But let's see. Why is the Moon? 4 of Swords, healing. Some deep feelings and emotions maybe that you have around abundance. The Knight of Wands. Again, it's a card of learning and expanding. So I guess in order to do that, you got to understand the Moon. Feelings, deep feelings and emotions and things that are not super clear. 4 of Swords, sitting with it, healing from it, strength, building back, strength and courage. And yeah, 8 of Wands is a very positive sign that you're on the right path. So from now on until the near future, you're moving in the right direction, okay? There could be some conflicts in regards to collaborations. Again, it's not your strong point for someone out there. But as long as you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, being open and vulnerable, you can avoid fallout. That's what I want to call it, that. Okay? But everything looks good here. Speak your truth, speak your mind, focus on clarity, right? And logic is important. Things moving in the right direction. And remember, 8 of Wands is also about things speeding up rapidly. A lot of opportunities coming away, a lot of things coming away, and also obstacles being lifted. That's why things happen faster, because, okay, nothing is stopping the flow. Okay, let's look at then love and then career. In the area of love, because some of you will be dealing with love, so let's see. In the area of love for Leo, Ten of Swords, Chariot. So some of you have moved on from someone, or at least there's a very difficult ending going on here. And let's see, career. Chariot is again moving on. So some of you, moving away from a comfort zone. Maybe you had to move if you did break up with someone, for example. For those who are still in relationships, the Ten of Swords maybe is something outside of a relationship, and it's causing, maybe someone lost a job and now you're having to move, for example. The Chariot is a big card, and it's usually a very determined one. So don't forget, keep your eyes on the prize, keep your eyes on the goals. Whatever you guys have been through as a couple, for example, you're going to move towards your dreams and goals anyway. So whatever needs to end will usually end with the Ten of Swords, and it's not nice, right? It's backstab, it's betrayal, it's just pain and difficulty. So you'll be moving towards something a bit better. And those who are in relationships who are struggling, yet Ten of Swords is an ending, right? So, and a Chariot is about leaving the city behind. So it does feel like some of you might be moving away from a person after it ended. And I think that's what's done is done there. And for those who are single, Ten of Swords, you've broken up with somebody. The Chariot is about moving forward. I do think that I do think you'll get a lot more ambitious, because whatever this was maybe held you back, for those who I'm speaking to. Because as I said, maybe this person was not within your best interest anyway, but shady, didn't really want to boost you up, would rather bring you down. So Chariot, I feel like you're stronger without that energy. Lots of different people to speak to, but same cards, right? Okay. Career finances for Leo, please. The Five of Swords. Okay, a little bit of defeat or conflict in this area. Let's clarify that for you. Why is this in the area of career and finances? Five of Swords. So Seven of Pentacles comes in. I mean, there is a bit of a need for patience, to be honest. Everything will work out well in the end is what Spirit wants to say. But Seven of Pentacles is feeling like, is this even worth it, right? Could be feeling a bit defeated in this area. Advice. Three of Cups. Celebrate the small wins is your advice here. Balance yourself. I do think a bit of patience here. If you are deciding to leave a job though, set Five of Swords and had a bit of a conflict with someone, same kind of message though. Seven of Pentacles, you might be feeling, did I make the right choice? Is this even gonna go anywhere? Am I moving in the right direction? Three of Cups is about celebrating something. So whatever this defeat is, can't change it. Focus a bit more on celebrating the small wins as you're moving towards your dreams and goals, okay? And having a bit more patience. And it's a card of harmony, so building harmony here is important, but it takes work, right? Temperance doesn't just happen. You have to balance. Okay, anything else around that? Yeah, Five of Pentacles is a bit of like a lag, but remember, Queen of Pentacles wants to come back through. That will change. Okay, if you've been through any like unexpected financial situations, or you're feeling a little bit, maybe you lost your job, for example, because of a conflict, for example, whatever it is, Spirit wants you to still celebrate the small wins whilst you're working on something better in this area. Okay. Okie dokie. My angels, that is what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If it made any sense to you, then let me know in the comments, because it's the only way I'm ever going to know. So yeah, feel free to do that. If you enjoy, make sure you guys like and subscribe as well, so you can see more of these readings from me. And I will see you guys next time, okay?